own empirical observation and reason. It is a quest that takes him to some crunching dead ends, but also to some moments of remarkable insight. And it is a quest that eventually reaches some positive reflections and words of advice without satisfactorily resolving some of his hardest questions, for which we need the rest of the biblical story and its fuller revelation. Regarding this complex book in the wisdom literature of the Old Testament, it would be foolish to claim that this is the right or best or only way to read Ecclesiastes, and I make no such claim. All I can say is that I have found it helpful to imagine myself accompanying the writer on his quest. It is a quest that has some disorientating twists and turns and the occasional complete impasse, but that eventually arrives at journey's end. The book reaches a conclusion that, however incomplete in itself, I find broadly positive when placed in the light of the whole scriptural narrative. I am grateful to All Souls Church, Langham Place, London, for inviting me to begin each day of the church summer camp, Cornerstone, in August 2017, with expositions of Ecclesiastes, which the cheerful campers daily denounced as meaningless, meaningless, for which the dedication grants absolution. This book is substantially an expansion of what I delivered at that event. Somehow, the message of Ecclesiastes seems remarkably contemporary, challenging, and strangely reassuring when we submit our faith to testing questions, as Qoheleth did, in a world that is still as baffling to us as it was to him. Chris Wright, Summer 2021. Introduction. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Louis Armstrong's classic song finds an echo in our hearts whenever we too encounter the things he lists in the lyrics. Trees of green, red roses, skies of blue, clouds of white, the colours of the rainbow, friends shaking hands, babies growing and learning. Yes, all of them wonderful in their own way, from the vastness of creation to the miniature joys of babyhood. It's not just sentimental. It is the appropriate response of sheer gratitude for so much that fills us with pleasure and amazement, mediated to us by the world we live in. And if we are Christians, we can sing it with the psalmist to the Creator God himself. What a wonderful world. But there are times, perhaps as many, when other songs speak for our mood more painfully, like Bob Dylan, Everything is Broken, or Leonard Cohen, There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And the psalmist can sing those songs too, with us and for us. Help, Lord, for no one is faithful anymore. Those who are loyal have vanished from the human race. Everyone lies to their neighbour. They flatter with their lips, but harbour deception in their hearts. Psalm 12, verses 1-2. How long must I wrestle with my thoughts, and day after day have sorrow in my heart? Psalm 13, verse 2. How often have I watched the news of the latest bloody atrocity or horrendous accident or natural disaster, or grieved over the suffering of the poor of the earth alongside the arrogance of the super-wealthy, or been enraged by the hypocrisy and corruption of our political leaders and think to myself, what a terrible world! What a crazy, unfair, miserable, violent, cruel, baffling world. But I'm a Christian believer, and part of my belief is that this is God's world. Shouldn't that make it easier? Actually, it only makes it harder, since if God is the God of sovereign power and love, as the Bible says, then how did we get a world like this? Some years ago, I wrote a book.